Welcome back to Seriously Where's the Good, where we stopped doing episodes because I forget to keep track of them. But for all you audio listeners this week, you are a lot more blessed than the people that are watching the video.
I was like, why? What are you talking about? Yeah, Branson did a horrible thing this week.
Yeah. I shaved off my facial hair. And, yeah, it was not good. So, if you're listening, then just know that you are...
Your eyes are being
fortunate.
blessed.
Yeah. You're the fortunate ones. In this situation.
It's not that bad.
It's that bad.
It is not that bad. It is shocking.
It's that bad.
It was shocking, but it's not that bad.
It is that bad. Anyway. Today
we're gonna play Agree to Disagree, which is inspired by the Unplanned podcast hosted by Matt and Abby Howard. That's where I got the idea from. So here we go. I'm gonna ask a question.
I didn't know that's where their names were. I've seen their faces, but I don't think
really?
I've ever knew their names.
I knew them from TikTok back in during COVID days. They popped up in my feed. And so that's where... Anyway.
I don't remember names in general, so...
So, that's their name on their TikTok, so that's why I know their names.
Oh.
But anyway, I will ask a question and we will both answer agree or disagree at the same time, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, first one is... One of us is pickier. Ready?
Like in what way?
Anything.
One of us is pickier, okay.
I would say... Ready? 1, 2, 3...
Agree.
Disagree. So are you saying I'm pickier?
Yes, I'm saying...
Well, in what sense?
You're more picky with foods and stuff like that. And...
I wouldn't say I'm very picky with foods.
Not super picky, but
I would say
more picky.
I would say you're more... Actually, I would say you're more pickier with foods because you want to eat... Right now, you want to eat as healthy as possible. And
But that's not picky, though.
That is being picky.
I want to. Doesn't mean I am.
And you're not, because I'm not in this moment, because I'm breastfeeding. I'm not holding myself up to those standards that we want to be in when it comes to food. I would say that's picky. But
I don't think that's picky.
I would say that's picky.
I'm not doing it because I don't like it. I'm doing it because
It doesn't matter if you're doing it because you don't like it or do like it. It's the same as if you're on a diet. You're being picky about what you eat because you have a motive behind it, but it doesn't mean... I just feel like you're being picky. You're picking out what you want to consume. It's still being picky. It's not being it's not dislike and like. It's just being picky.
I disagree.
What?
With what you said.
Well, I guess we agree to disagree in this. I think when it comes to food, I think if we're thinking about it that way, I think you're pickier than I am right now. But in the future, when I'm not breastfeeding and my milk supply doesn't depend on the calories that I eat and what I eat and all that stuff, I will be pickier and I will...
We'll see.
I will be. I want to be. Okay. Next one. Phones should be off during dinner. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Agree. We're not very good at this.
No. But we agree with... I agree with it.
Almost every time Branson is sitting with Neymar at the table.
Not every time. It's once.
I said almost every time. You're watching a show.
It's not even almost every day. It's
Yes,
once.
it is. Oh, be honest with yourself. Yes,
no,
it is.
It used to be, but recently, over the last month or so, it hasn't been. There was a point.
It went down a lot, and then it's climbing back up again.
I haven't done it for like a couple weeks.
Only because Neymar is the one that, like, we don't want him to do screen time right now.
Yeah, but still, like, that's part of it, isn't it?
Okay, but if he wasn't, I feel like you'd still be watching it. I'm not saying it's just you. I'm saying this is what happens at the table because I'm not sitting at the table right now with you guys. No. Because Avalon sits on the island. We have like a, what is it, like a travel high chair that we just like...
Yeah, like bolts onto the...
Yeah, we just put right there, and I sit with her, and I'm also like on my phone scrolling, and so we've been pretty bad at it, but we do agree that we would like to not have phones during dinner time.
Or with other people, like at my parents and whatnot.
Yeah, we're pretty good at not having them on. But it's like a different scenario. It's like we're talking to...
And like half the days anymore, Namor sits with you, so I'm just sitting at the table by myself. It's like, okay, well, if they're over there talking, I guess I'll be on my phone.
What? Okay. One of us forgets to respond to texts. 3, 2, 1. Agree.
Agree.
Strongly. Oh. No, actually, I've been pretty bad recently, but usually I am really good at responding.
It depends for me. Depends on who's texting me. Like right now, I have 1,109 unread text messages, so just a couple.
It is so bad that all of Branson's family members text me instead of Branson because they know that I will reply and he won't.
And it's like, so it's 50% of the time, or no, it's like 25% of the time, I'm just like, okay, I don't want to respond to this right now. 25% of the time, I'm busy doing something. No, it's more like 25% of the time, I don't want to respond. 25% of the time, I think that I responded, or like I came up with the text in my head, but never actually sent the message until like a day or two later. Then I'm like, crap, I'm so sorry. I meant to send this. I texted you in my head, but I never actually texted you on my phone. And then the other 50% of the time is I'm busy doing something and I don't have time to get into a conversation with that person, so I don't text back.
Because you don't want to, like, you text and then have them reply immediately.
Yes, because if I text and then they reply like immediately, then I'm like, crap. Then they know that I just saw their text. Like, I don't want to.
So now I have to reply again.
Yeah, and I don't want to get into that situation, so I just don't reply. But most of the people that do text me, they understand that at this point, for the most part, I guess. Mm. Like friends or like cousins and stuff like that, I've told them multiple times, like, text me, but it might take me 3 to 5 business months to respond.
Business months?
It's not your, it's nothing against you. We just have a lot going on.
Just call me.
Yeah, if you really need me, call me or text Mara. It's simple as that.
I'm bad if I'm ever like replying and then Neymar comes and interrupts, and so I go help him out, and by the time I'm done helping him out, I forgot that I was in the middle of responding, and then I don't remember it until I'm like, why haven't they replied to whatever I sent them?
It's like when Danielle and Ty texted us the other day, like a week ago. You opened up the group chat and you realized that you never actually sent.
Never clicked. Okay, she said, Danielle sent us happy anniversary back in June, and I typed out, thank you so much, I love you. And I thought I clicked send, but I guess I never did, because then like 3 weeks ago, she sent a text in that group chat saying something else, and I opened it up, and I had it typed up, thank you so much, I love you, like I love you too, and it was never sent. So she never knew all this time. She never knew that I actually replied. I hearted her text though, so at least she knew that I hearted her text, because what did you do?
Probably nothing.
Nothing.
But they all know that though. Nothing. They all know that. Like, they don't really get offended because like, they know that I'm not going to respond right away, or maybe at all. Like if they need
Yeah.
something, then that's the other thing. If someone texts me and they actually need something, I will text back right away. Like I'll put like that's kind of priority, right?
If it's like an emergency.
Even then, if it's something that needs to be done,
Like right away.
yeah, as soon as possible, then I'll text back and it's like on the forefront of my mind. But if it's not like urgent,
Yeah.
it's gone.
Okay, moving on.
That's including hers too. Let's see. Yeah, there's 3 unopened text messages from you just today. Anyway.
Moving on. One of us always waits until the gas tank is almost empty to fill it back up. Agree.
Disagree. It's not always.
It's like 99.
No, it's
of the
not.
time.
Like yesterday, I filled it up and we still had a quarter tank left. I was going to fill up today, and we
Okay.
still had like a little bit more than a quarter.
There
tank.
is only one of us that will go that far before filling
Yeah.
up the tank.
Yeah.
But I also have not driven and filled up a tank in a very, very long time because I am a passenger princess now. But back in the
Full
day,
time.
when I did drive a lot and I, drove not my own car because I've never owned my own car. I've always borrowed cars. Even this car is not even under my name, it's just your name.
Oh yeah,
Your name and your mom, I think.
I think so.
Anyway, eventually, someday, I will own a car. But when I did drive almost every day, I never let it go lower than a 4th tank. So,
I'm like, oh, there's 10 miles left till empty. I'm fine.
yeah, no, that's not me. That's not me.
But also, I can't even count how many times I ran out of gas in high school.
That's never happened to me.
But I also my fuel gauge didn't work right, so I didn't actually know
That's
how much gas I
terrifying.
had. So it's just like, okay, well, I filled it up last week. I'm probably good till Tuesday. And then I'll fill up Tuesday.
I would be so scared of driving in your car.
Well, I was breaking down all the time and all that stuff, so I was kind of used to it at that point.
Okay. It's better to wake up early than stay up late. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Disagree.
Agree. Slightly agree. I think I'm more of a morning person. I've always been more of a morning person. But college turned me into a night person. And then immediately after college, I married Branson, and Branson is a night person, so I just kept up my night routine, I guess. But now it's like catching up to me, and I think I need to go back to...
Going to morning.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's, unless there's like something I need to do right away when I wake up, I'm just like, meh, whatever. But I'll stay up till 2 or 3, but I also need a lot less sleep than you. Like I'll go to sleep at like 2 and then wake up at 7:38.
Well, I think right now the reason is because I'm being like woken up constantly.
Yeah, but also in general too. Like I'm good with 5.5, 6 hours of sleep.
I need 7. I think 7 hours of sleep is like the perfect amount for me. Even 8 hours of sleep.
It's way too much for me. Like if I get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, I'm just groggy the next day and I'm just tired. Like last night, I went to bed at 2, woke up at... I was up by 7:30, right? Is that when I left the room? Is that one?
I don't know, because I was still half asleep.
Anyway, I left with Avalyn so she could sleep longer, but if it was 7, that's 5.5 hours, or 7:30. like 5.5 hours if I actually went to sleep at 2 and I woke up at 7:30.
Yeah, last night Evelyn woke up and then Neymar woke up and then Evelyn woke up again, and so I was awake for a while.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think I need to go back to being to my morning routine. At least try it out for a second. Okay. One of us overthinks everything. 3, 2, 1.
Agree.
Just kidding. Agree. It's not me, it's Branson. Moving on.
You overthought about that question.
One of us is more stubborn. Disagree.
Agree. You're more stubborn.
I think we're both just as stubborn.
I think we're both stubborn, but I think you're more stubborn.
I think we're both
Okay.
just as stubborn.
She's Latina, so she automatically has like...
And you're Italian.
I'm not full Italian though. I'm a mutt. I'm a mix of a whole bunch of
Doesn't
stuff.
matter. Doesn't matter.
I'm a
You
mutt.
have more Italian in you than Swedish.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
Uh-uh.
Oh, yes, I do. Because you look at you and then you look at your brother Asbury.
Asbury is definitely more Swedish.
Asbury got all the Swedish genes. And you got the Italian ones.
I do want to take one of those tests to see what my genes are like. Like what percentage of all the other stuff
It would
is.
be everywhere, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm a mutt, but I want to see
Is your
what's
grandma
the-
like fully Italian?
I don't remember.
Or is she half?
She might be half. But my other grandma's full Swedish.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what I would be. A mutt.
Crazy.
Be a
Because
mutt.
you know your grandpas, right? Like, are they...
My dad's dad? No. Or yeah, my dad's dad, I don't know. My mom's dad, kind of all over the place.
Also?
Yeah.
I think both of my parents' are Mexican. I mean, I think there's some like Spanish in there. I don't know where, but it's mostly just Mexican. All right. One of us cares more about how things look on camera. I feel like this one is...
In what sense?
That's what I mean. Like, I would agree in the sense that when it comes to, like, the house looking clean, that would be... I care more about it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to angles and, like, getting the right shot...
Lighting and all the right shot, yeah, that's me.
That's Branson.
So... agree, but in different ways.
Yes.
It's very vague.
Yeah?
Agree or disagree.
Okay, working together has made us closer. Strongly agree.
Strongly disagree. I'm joking. I'm joking. Agree.
Why?
I strongly agree too.
Yeah, it's... I never thought that I would be, like, working with my husband. Like, growing up, I always thought, okay, I'm going to be working, you know, my own job, and they're going to be working their own job, or I'm going to be at home, and they're going to be going to work while I stay at home. And I never thought that we'd always be at home together.
Yeah.
So that kind of threw me off at the beginning, because I always imagined, okay, I wasn't the best cook. I'm still not. But, like, okay, I was like, I can practice cooking while my husband is at work. That way I can have, like, a...
So what would you have done? Practice cooking, hurry and ate it, and then made it again?
I have this thing where if I don't think the food or anything that I make is good enough, I will eat it all so nobody has to suffer.
It drives me nuts because it's not bad.
I don't
But she's
know why.
just like, oh, I don't like this.
Let me
Okay,
eat it
they
all.
won't eat it. I'm not even going to give them the option to try it. I'm just going to eat it all.
I don't know why I do that. But
And then
I
there's like one piece left. I'm like, what the crap? And so I take a bite. I'm like, that's good. Where's the rest? She's like, oh, I ate it.
Well, I feel too bad throwing it away, so I have to eat it so that
But you don't even offer it half the time. That's the thing.
Because
I would have eaten the most of it.
I don't feel like it's good enough.
Well, you can still offer.
See, nowadays, I don't do it as much. I do actually say you want to try it before I...
Like, you do that like half the time now.
Most of the time. Not half the time.
It's like half the time.
No, I'm more confident in my cooking than I was back then. But anyway, I thought I was going to have time to practice my cooking, and if it was bad, I could just, get rid of the evidence of my terrible mistake and then remake it and make it better by the time that my husband would get home. But that never happened. I never had the chance to do that, so yeah. Brandon saw all my fails.
It's like going a different direction with that. Like, we've heard a lot of people throughout the years, they're like, oh, you guys are together all the time? Oh, you must get sick of each other. It's like, no,
Yeah.
not really. Like, you don't get sick of each other. I'm like, oh, I would get sick of my spouse. It's blah, 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 blah. It's like, maybe you need to spend
More time together.
more time together if you just get sick of each other right away. Like, that's... Get to know each other a little bit more, I don't know.
Or maybe they think they would get annoyed, but like because they've never had the opportunity to not
Maybe.
be like, to not be apart. Is that? I got lost in my thought. Okay. One of us hates sharing food.
Disagree.
Agree. I always say, oh, we should get this, and then we can share half and half. But Brandon's always like, no, I'm going to get my own thing. You get your own thing. And so I'm stuck with, if I don't like what I got, I have to eat the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. You choose... Like,
Poorly.
yeah. Like...
No, I feel like you get more options, more variety. It's not that, usually I don't dislike what I get, but
But at the same time, if there's something that we get and we share it, and I really like one but don't really care for the other one, I'm like...
you want to eat the one that...
I want to eat that one. I don't really want to eat this one. I want to eat that one. And so I only eat half of it because I had to give the other half to you. Or you really like this one, so I feel bad, so I try to give you more of that one. It just doesn't work, so I just don't share food. I'm like, no, I'll get my own.
I hate that. Because sometimes we want to get the exact same thing and I feel bad for getting the same thing. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't get that.
But you also are like, oh, you're going to get that? Okay, I'm going to get something else then. You do the same thing.
Only sometimes. Only to mess with you sometimes. And then other times it's like, well, I was debating between two. She's getting that one. I'll get this other one, and I'll have a bite of that one. Like I'll give her bites of it, of stuff.
Yeah.
But I won't share, like split it in half and give you half. Like it just doesn't happen. I like my food.
He does like his food. I like my food too, and that's why I want to share so I can get two different things instead of just one. But it's fine. Moving on. One of us has a lower social battery.
Strongly
I
agree.
agree.
Strongly agree. She's a lot less. Like, I like talking to people. I like socializing and stuff like that. And
I don't dislike it.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like...
There's this thing where you are very confident with yourself and what you have to say, so you just say it. But I am not confident in, like, the things that I'm always, like, questioning. Do people really care what I have to say right now? And so that, like, drains me when I'm talking to people. I'm like, should I just... Maybe they don't really care. I should just stop. So I, like, second guess myself a lot and question myself a lot. And so, like, it just drains me.
Yeah, and then there's the thing that drives me crazy. Like, I don't mind that, but I'll be having a conversation with someone and she's drained, and she just wants to leave. And so I'm like, I'm having a conversation with this person. She wants to leave, so I have to cut this conversation short because she wants to leave. And
But
so
I
I'm
usually also wait a while before I say anything.
a little bit, but not like a ton.
Okay, before I was a lot worse. And now the only reason why I want to leave places is if we have the kids with us. And I'm like tired of chasing after them and
I get that part, but at the same time,
we need to put them to sleep, which is a totally different
I
thing.
get that. But at the same time, it's like
I'm doing a lot better with.
You're doing a lot better, but there's
with
still
socializing now.
There's still times that I'm like, I was having a really good conversation. We're getting it somewhere, and I have to cut it because Mara wants to leave. I'm like,
but we haven't put ourselves in a situation like that in a while.
We had one 2 days ago. What do you mean?
When?
At that one house.
The baby shower?
Yeah.
Well, it's because the kids were like done.
I know.
That wasn't me. I was fine.
You said we haven't had that for a while, and I'm saying
we
did. It was literally
because of
2 days
me.
ago.
I meant because of me.
Part of it was because of you two.
No, I was fine. I could have kept going. Actually, I was a little bit stressed at the fact that I already told you this. They were like, "Oh, your daughters are so cute," and they were like, they were grandparents, right? They were in their 80s, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like, okay, Neymar has long hair. He does have more of a feminine face right now, and I was like, there's no point in what's the word? Correcting them right now. So I just let it by, you know. I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then she asked me, what are their names? And I was like, oh, shoot. So then I said, oh, you know, Evelyn and Neymar. They were like, oh, how cute. And then, you know, we just kept talking to them. I was like, oh my gosh, what if they, like, keep asking about them? And then Branson says, oh no, this is our son. And I already just accepted the compliment that he was like, so I was a little bit stressed about that. I was like, I don't want to like make them feel, I didn't want to make them feel bad. I don't know. I'm awkward. I am socially awkward.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit stressed about that, but it's not because I was drained. I was just like, crap. I'm gonna look like I don't know. I'm a liar because I didn't correct them, but I felt bad about correcting them.
Seriously. Anyway, so that's the...
Okay, I'm sure people have had similar experiences to that.
I'm sure they have.
Okay. Our miscarriages have changed the way we feel about pregnancy. Agree.
Yeah. In a whole bunch of different ways.
Yes. Like, pregnancies are healthy pregnancies. Full-term pregnancies, I feel like, are miracles.
Yeah. A lot more exciting, a lot more...
Getting a pregnancy test, a positive pregnancy test, is now very different than before.
Yeah.
It's just, okay, cool. So, like, we're, like, one step closer to getting the outcome that we hope for and we wish for. And that's how I feel about positive pregnancy tests now.
Yeah. Like, seeing other people, they see the pregnancy test, right? And they get super excited, and they're like, oh my gosh. Like for us, it's like, okay, cool.
Well, we still get really excited, right?
Yeah,
especially if, like, we've been trying for so long and we have nothing, and we finally see one. It's like, okay, we made it to this other step. So there's still, like, excitement, but it's not the same.
Yeah, there's still, like, hesitation.
Yeah.
In it. If that makes sense. So, yeah, I agree.
The bed doesn't need decorative pillows. Disagree.
Strongly agree.
Strongly disagree. I feel like our bed is lacking pillows. We are lacking in the pillow department.
We don't need pillows. 90% of the time they just sit on the floor and do nothing and collect dust till the next time they're put on the bed.
If I had the number of pillows that I want, I feel like I would actually be making the bed more.
Then we wouldn't be able to sit on the bed.
We never sit on the bed anyway. We only get on the bed when it's time to go to sleep.
And then all the pillows are on the floor.
Right, but if I make the bed with all the pillows, it will look so nice.
It will look like a heap of pillows. That's all it will look like.
It will look nice. It will look nice.
Here's the thing. I like nice comfy pillows. Decorative pillows are not comfy.
But they look so nice.
But they're not comfy. They're worthless. They're garbage.
They're not worthless.
They are, because you can't lay on them. They're not comfy.
But they're pretty. And it's all about satisfying your eyes.
No, it's not about satisfying your eyes.
Yes, it is.
I hate decorative pillows, blankets, towels. They're stupid. They
I love
are
them.
stupid. Like, we have a decorative blanket on our couch. I'm like, nope, I'm using it. Sorry.
I don't mind you using it. I just would
it
appreciate it if you put it back after you use it. I don't mind you using it. I use it too, but I put it back.
You see places or people with decorative pillows, and there's like half an inch of sittable room on their couch. I'm like, what is the point of having a couch?
You grab the pillow and you hug it, and then you have space.
It's a waste of space. It's a waste of money because
Emotional support
decorative pillows are freaking expensive. They're not cheap.
Yeah, that's the reason why we don't have decorative pillows.
It is a waste of money.
Expensive.
It's a waste of space. It is a waste of...
One day, when we have the money, we will have the pillows.
I'll have a gas can.
Whatever, he's gonna deal with it because I've been dealing with not having the pillows for this long, so he can deal with having the pillows later on. Moving on.
It's the stupidest freaking thing. Be stupid.
It doesn't matter.
It's worthless.
It doesn't matter. It makes me happy, so it's a good thing, right?
Moving on.
Moving on. You don't need to deep clean before guests come over.
Agree.
I would disagree. Slightly disagree. Deep clean, maybe not, but I like, as a Mexican, it's always what we did. Like, and I feel like every mom feels that way. I don't think it's
We've all seen the memes, like the mom's freaking cleaning a room that
nobody's
no
gonna
go
look
into.
going to. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, clean up. I totally agree with that. Like, going deep cleaning, it's like, why? Like,
I just feel like
focus on the areas that you're gonna hang out in.
Which is fine, you can deep clean those areas. I don't know,
And also
fully
depends-
deep clean it, but like, clean it.
And it depends on who's coming over too. Like my grandma. She's like if we've gone to her house and it hasn't been clean or whatever, she's like, she gets all stressed out. But we're like, okay, we came to see you, not your house.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, for me, I'm not walking into somebody's house and being like, oh, well, that's dirty. Oh, that's dirty. Oh, they have 3 specks of dust on the table. This is ridiculous. No.
They did dust.
I didn't dust in here. Freaking slobs. No, I don't care. Anyway, yeah. I'd clean up, yes. Deep clean.
If you want to. But just clean up.
Yeah, that's fine. That wasn't the question. It was deep clean.
Yeah, well, that's why I said slightly, because I would deep clean some areas. One of us spirals worst case scenarios. I agree.
Strongly agree.
It's me. I'm guilty.
It's bad.
I'm guilty.
She comes in to the office. I think it was the office the other day. She's like, have you seen my left AirPod? No. I don't know. She's like, it's gone forever. I need new AirPods. I'm like, first off, you can have
Dad,
my
I couldn't
AirPods.
beep it. No, because your AirPods were my old AirPods.
Yeah, and you can have them back, and I'll get new AirPods.
No. I got us these. I won those AirPods that you have.
Yeah, and you can use
and then
them
I
again.
won the ones that I have.
And you can use them again.
No, but you said that they were broken.
They're breaking, yeah, but
We'll take
that means
better
I
care of
can-
them.
Says the one that loses it every 5
They work
minutes.
just fine for me.
Yeah, and then you got new ones and gave me the old ones. Anyway.
Because you broke your other ones.
She comes in, she's like, oh, my AirPods lost forever. I'm going to need new AirPods. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing this right now. Your AirPods aren't lost forever. Go look in the 3 spots you leave them all the time. Where was it?
I always say that because now it's mostly like teasing you. Back then I was serious. Like, crap, and it was usually like important things like my wallet or my passport or stuff like that, where I'm like, I completely like do not remember the last time I saw it or the thing I did with it. But a few of those times I actually did lose it. Like my wallet, it was actually lost. Like, not in any area that.
But it was sitting out front of your house, wasn't it?
No, I lost it in the college.
Oh, I thought it was a different time.
No, one time I actually did lose it because I like would wear it in like a lanyard and it like fell off and I didn't notice. But I found it. Anyway. So yeah, because I've had experiences like that, I do freak out a lot when it comes to that. But now, Branson has mentioned it multiple times where you're just like, you're always like, you'll never find it again. 5 seconds later, you find it. So now whenever I lose anything, I automatically go to, I'll never find it ever again in my life. It's gone forever. And it's just because I'm just...
Sure.
No, it's true. And one of the times I lost an earring piece. It's for these earrings, actually. They have like little diamonds. Mm-hmm. I lost one of them. It fell out. And remember I said, oh, I lost it. It's gone forever on the bed. And you're like, no, we'll find it. Still haven't found it.
Well, that was like your ring. It's gone. The longest time that you found it.
Oh, yeah. I did lose my wedding band for a year.
Something like that.
Oh,
You just looked in a pocket of it.
But
bag.
Here's the thing. I had looked in that pocket multiple times. I think it was hiding within like a bunch of coins. And so every time I like got the coins out, there was no ring in there. Anyway, I found it. But yes, I want to start actually spiraling in like best case scenarios now instead of just looking at the worst case scenarios. I try to. I have to force myself to. Worst case scenarios just come. But I try to force myself to also think about the best case scenarios. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. One of us impulse buys more. Disagree.
Yeah, disagree.
I don't feel like either of us impulse buys anything. You buy, like, but I wouldn't say it's like an impulse. You do it for videos.
I do it for video.
But
There's
it's
usually
not
like an
like-
intention or I'm searching for something.
But there's not like, it's not just, oh, I see this, I like it, I want it, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
You do that sometimes, but it's not like...
It also depends on like where we're doing money wise. Like if we're...
Which wouldn't be an impulse buying because...
Yeah, if we're on the lower end of money
That one.
wise and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool, but
Can't
I'm
get it
not
right
buying
now.
it.
Yeah.
Like the other yesterday, went to this pet store and we were looking around because Mara was hanging out with some friends. So I took the kids and we were walking around. And one thing that I want someday, I think we've talked about it somewhere, I want a room full of shadow boxes of bugs. Like the big artwork where it's just the bugs on the... I love them. I think it's so cool. I would love to catch them myself.
I was gonna say, do you want to buy them or...
No, I would love to catch them. I think it'd be so cool to have like an archive of those. But at this place, they had a whole bunch of them. And I was like, holy crap, this is so cool. Like, I've always wanted them. They had like all these moths and they had the stick bug. It was only like $56 or whatever. And I'm like, I wish I could buy it, but I'm not going to. So I wouldn't say that I'm much of an impulse buyer.
No, because you actually think about like where we're at. We need more phone.
You do it with baby clothes. You impulse buy with baby clothes a lot.
I still wouldn't call it impulse buying though, because I also think about like, okay, how much money do we have?
Sometimes.
Because if it would be impulse buying, I would get everything. Every time. And I don't. Not every time. When
It's
I do.
more of an impulse buy.
But we still need it.
Yeah.
Like the
but
clothes
it's
are
still-
needed.
It's still more of an impulse buy.
Okay. Next one. We need more phone free time.
Agree.
Especially lately, I've been stuck in the scrolling because I want to come up with an idea of something to post, because I'm in, trying to figure out my own social media page.
Yeah.
And so I've been focusing on that a lot, but I realized that I've been on my phone a lot, whereas before I wasn't on my phone very much. It was just there, and I wasn't trying to focus on like, okay, what am I going to post next? What do I need some inspiration and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm tracking all of it right now. Trying to get better with it. In some areas I have. But you can always do better, right?
Yeah, I definitely need to work on having my time to look for an idea, time to film the idea, edit the idea, post it, and then
Be done with it.
be done with it for the day.
Yeah.
I need to work on that, but that's harder than it looks. Okay, marriage feels different than it did our first year of marriage. Strongly agree.
Yeah. In a lot of different ways,
A
good
lot
and
of
bad.
different ways. Yes. We have a lot more responsibilities than we did our first year.
Yeah.
Kids, but also the house is a lot bigger. We have a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
We've accumulated a lot of things in our first 6 years of marriage. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But a lot of it has to do with videos and stuff like that, and making videos, and then it just ends up like we have a gumball machine behind the camera right now.
Yeah. Staring at it every time.
Yeah.
A bunch of Legos over there and some
Legos and
shoes.
Yeah.
But, also everything that we've gone through.
Yeah.
Stuff that we were so, naive about before.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's definitely changed throughout the years.
I don't think I would be interested to talk to someone that has been married for 5+ years that says it hasn't changed.
Yeah, because then, have you grown? I would be interested, actually, because I'd want to see... I'd want to know, what they've been up to, what they've lived through, what they've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be interested in talking to them. And to both, right? Those that say that they have changed in what ways, and then those that say they haven't, and
Yeah.
why not? Sorry, I got lost. We got engaged and married too quickly. Disagree.
Disagree. Yeah. I don't think so. Like, I think it was a good amount of time.
I think so too. In fact, I wish we would have gotten married earlier, but we never got the chance to date before.
Yeah.
But, I mean, knowing you now, I feel like I missed out on years of just being with you. But then again, we weren't exactly the same people
No.
those years before.
Mm.
We had to go through a couple of things to become who we became so that we were, like, perfect for each other.
Yeah, it's true.
And those things that happened were, like, a year before we got together, kind of, a year, 2 years.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't too quick, but it was also the perfect amount of time.
Yeah. I still wish we would have gotten married a lot younger now. Now that I know what marriage is like and all that stuff, but we wouldn't have been the same, so it wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah.
Okay. We've faked being in a good mood when filming.
Agree.
It depends.
No, I'm not saying every time, but there definitely have been times where I've been ticked off or I've just not been in the mood, but I'm like, we need to get it done.
Yeah. I feel like most of the time, though, you say, I'm not in the mood to film, so we don't film. If it's for us. When it comes to, like, somebody else's videos,
Yeah.
every single time, I mean, not every single time that we film with somebody else, but, like, every single time that we do feel like we don't feel in the mood for it, but we've already agreed to doing it.
Yeah, then we've already agreed.
We've already agreed, so we will, like, power through.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely have in all different ways, right? Yeah, strongly agree with that one.
That one for me is a little bit different because I haven't had, like, many situations where I'm not in the mood. Or if I am not, I say I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this video. I don't want to be part of this video. So only sometimes, and it's usually when we film for other people where I've already agreed. Yes, I'll help you out with this, and so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, a lot of the time for art, like the Brent's 10 rates or whatever, it's like how many times have we started filming and then I scrap it halfway through or 3/4 of the way through. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not filming this video. We're done.
Yeah, we're like halfway through it, and he's like, "No, we're not gonna finish." I'm like, "We've already done half of it."
That's just I didn't like how the video was going, and so
yeah.
We probably have had 20 different videos, 30 different videos.
Have been scratched.
Yeah.
You know, you should probably make like a compilation of all the videos that you've like
Started and never finished.
Yeah, I think you should do it.
But then I would have to go even further because I've bought props and stuff like that for videos that never happened, and I've like set things up for things that never happened. Like
I think it would be interesting. I think people would want to watch. It's the same thing with like bloopers, you know?
Yeah.
When you get the compilation of bloopers, that's
a whole different story, though.
I know, but like it would be interesting to see like the videos that you wanted to do and then never finished. I would watch it. Because now I'm interested. Like, I don't remember a lot of them because we never finished them.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, wait, we didn't do that one? We were going to do that one?
It's true.
Okay, next one. We apologize better now than we used to before.
Agree.
I agree. Strongly agree.
Yeah.
I feel like our communication skills have definitely grown over the years, and we are more open and honest about. Not that we weren't ever honest, but like.
We're more in tune with.
It was harder to, like, we didn't quite understand how you handled certain things and how I handled different things. So it was hard to, like, connect when it came to, like, disagreements and how we needed, like, you needed time and I needed to do it immediately, and then we had to compromise with you, like, reassuring me, everything's okay, I just need my time, like, don't overthink things, everything's fine, I just need, so it's...
That's true.
it's gone a lot better in that sense.
Yep.
Traveling is worth the cost. I agree.
Depends for me.
I agree.
I agree most of the time.
Where do you not agree?
Disneyland a lot of the time. Like, yes, it's worth it because like the kids and stuff like that like it, but I'm like, there are so many places on this planet that we could be going to for that much money.
It
like,
is really expensive, and I
there's
feel like
so many people and there's so many, like, it's just.
I'm upset that the only time that I went before COVID was the very first time that you guys took me, because that was so magical. I fell in love with, like, beforehand I was like, Disneyland, what, like, I mean, I'd never been, but also, like, I'd seen videos and heard people talk about it, and I was like, whatever, like, I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. But when you guys took me and like everything was, I don't know, like there weren't that many people. It was during Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So it should have been super, super busy, but it wasn't. And like the fast lanes were still a thing where you just went and like you didn't have to pay for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it was just.
It was a different time.
Yeah. Christmas themed and everything was so pretty. All the lights and. Yeah, just like the whole feeling that you get being in there, just walking in there, not necessarily like even the rides or anything.
Yeah.
But
I like Disneyland, but also like I'm one that wants to see
different things,
new things, experience as much as possible, and I'm like, okay, we're spending this money to go to Disneyland again.
But I also feel like every time is a different experience because with kids, Neymar now is not the same as he was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So he's like, right now, or like we're gonna go again pretty soon, and he's gonna be almost 4. So that's like completely different than when he was 2, and that's the last time we took him.
Yeah.
So
like that part I agree with, like that it is fun to be there with them and experiencing with them. But at the same time it's like part of me that I'm like, we could be exploring something, we could be finding animals, we could be finding bugs, we could be going down water slide, like natural water slide, like, so yeah, there's always like a part of me that I'm like, so yes, it's worth it if we're actually traveling.
It's still traveling. Okay, having kids has changed who we are. Strongly agree.
Strongly agree.
I don't remember who I was before.
I don't remember what life was like before 2 kids.
I don't remember what life was before kids at all. I don't remember who I was. And I remember there was a time, like, right after having Neymar, that I had this, like, I don't know, it wasn't a crisis, but I was like, who am I? Like, I don't even know myself anymore.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I like to do and what I don't like to do, what I want to do. Like, the stuff that I wanted to do before is not stuff that I wanted to do now. And, yeah, I changed a lot. And the way that I thought about things completely changed.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think that I understood my mom before I had kids. I didn't, because I didn't know the perspective of being a mom. But after becoming a mom, like, I have that perspective now. And I understand my mom a lot better now than I did before. And so, yeah, I've changed in a lot of ways.
And we've said this, I think it was in the last podcast, like, you hear, like, oh, you don't understand because you don't have kids. Like, that's a real thing. Like, you really don't understand. You think you understand.
Yeah, well, I thought I understood.
Yeah, but you really don't until you have kids, and it's like, oh, that's what they meant. Okay, now I actually understand what they meant.
And we'll still go through that as, like, our kids get older. Because right now, we think we have it figured out about how we're going to do the teenage years. But then when they actually happen, be like, ha, we thought this was going to work.
Yeah.
No. Everything is not... You just have to live it to understand it.
And if you think parents actually know what they're doing, they don't. Doesn't matter how many kids they have, they don't know what they're doing. They're just...
How much they prepared.
It doesn't matter.
How many books you read.
It doesn't matter.
No, nothing matters because you don't know the personality of your kid and what is going to work for them and what isn't. You have to know your kid and figure out what works for them. So...
Yeah.
It's...
So every parent on the planet is faking it till they make it because they really don't.
I do think that, like, you know, doing your research of, like, different ways that you can parent does, like, give you the tools, but you never know which one is going to work out until
And even then,
you
like,
have a kid.
You can have the tools, but you can have a whole bunch of tools.
And none of them might work.
Yeah, then you have to get a different tool.
Well, that's what I mean, but, like, you still have a lot more tools to go through.
Yeah.
Instead of not having anything if you're not prepared at all. So, like, I'm not saying it's not worth reading your books and,
Unless
like...
it's that one stupid book. Don't read
But
that
that's about giving birth, and that's not about parenting.
Yeah, don't read it. It's stupid.
Okay.
It's the decorative decorative pillow books.
Decorative pillow books. You know there are decorative books.
Yeah, it's stupid.
People just buy books to, like, put them out.
Actually, if I had a library, like, I don't read.
You just get
but
books.
But I would love to have, like, a library of old books.
Just because you like how they look.
I love how they look. But also, like, there's
so
a
why
lot of
judge me
history.
about pillows?
Because you're not sitting on a bookshelf. And if there's bookshelves in the wall, it's a whole different story. And you can actually use those books. Like you
can use the pillows.
They're not comfy.
But you can use them.
I'm out of bed. Oh, it's getting hot.
Oh shoot.
So we'll go until...
Okay, let me go to the next page then. We're just gonna go to different questions. Social media makes relationships harder. Agree. I feel like if you tend to compare yourself to other people, like there's so many social media accounts that only show what they want to show and they're not being like fully honest with whatever happens behind the camera. Even us, like we only show what we want to show. Not saying that there's like anything wrong happening, but like we do pick, okay, do I want to put this out?
Yeah.
Nah, I want to have this private for just us. Or yeah, totally, like I want
share that one.
Yeah, not just with like everybody, but like our future like, you know, our kids and all that stuff. So
yeah. And I heard this thing that humans are only like meant to what's the word? Like care for? Like really care for like 150 people or something like that.
It's like your village, who you're surrounded yourself, not like people far away from you.
And so if you're so focused in on caring about this person way over here that you've never met and you're never going to meet, you're putting that effort into this person when you could be putting it into your own relationships or your parents or your kids or your friends or cousins or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's disconnecting that part of it.
And it's draining too because you're putting so much of yourself into so many places instead of just like the relationships that matter most, because is that person that you're like putting your time and effort on gonna be there for you when you need it, or the people around you that are close to you?
Yeah.
So yeah, it is. Yeah, I feel like it does make all kinds of relationships a little bit harder. Experiences are more valuable than things. Strongly agree. Strongly agree. Because we can't take material things with us.
No.
But we will always have the experiences and the feelings that we had and all of that within us.
Mm-hmm.
Our memories are,
even, I don't know why it came up. So like tattoos, I love tattoos. I love the look of tattoos. I think it's really cool. But I love scars even more. Like I freaking love scars because I even have a shirt that says it. It's scars are tattoos, but with history or with meaning or something like that.
They tell a story.
Yeah, the scars are tattoos that tell a story, and it is that. Like you can have tattoos and like they tell stories, right? But a scar, like an actual scar, like I have one on my hand from when a cat bit me through my hand. It's gonna be there forever, and I have the experience from it. Then I can tell the story of it. If I got a cat like tattooed on my hand instead, like
I have a C-section scar.
Exactly, like
an ectopic pregnancy.
I know that it's we're not really talking like I said, I love tattoos. They do tell a lot of history, but not as much as scars. And I think it's the same thing with these things. Like things, they can tell stories, but they're not like the actual experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Okay, next one. Boundaries are essential even with family. Strongly agree.
I think it's for anyone. There's boundaries between us. There's boundaries between our kids. There's boundaries from kid to kid. Like
I think it's very important to communicate those boundaries and not just expect them. And it's something that I've been trying to work more on because it is hard to. Sometimes it's hard to have that conversation with somebody, setting that boundary, but it is very important in order to have a healthy relationship and make it not become toxic and, like, not necessarily toxic, but like draining for one person, or you have to pretend like it's not hurting you, or,
And I think on top of that, it's okay to step back from a relationship if those boundaries aren't being met, are being kept, I guess. Even after it's been said and everything, it's okay to take a step back and say, okay, well, I set these boundaries. I don't want to move those boundaries, so I'm going to have to take a step back. Oh, we're running out of battery too. Okay, we're going to do part 2 of this.
We have to.
Because there's a lot more. And so actually you guys send us
I'll put it on Instagram. You guys can put it in the comments below. Things that you guys want us to agree to disagree on, and
we'll do part 2.
But
our camera's overheating, our battery's dying, and yeah, anyway.
Thanks for listening and watching.